Today, we're going to be talking about NovaOnline. For those of you that don't know, NovaOnline has a TikTok called the Novine Universe with almost 300,000 followers. And I've made a couple videos on Nova. I made a video on Nova 1 year ago, and then I did a slight update video on them 11 months ago. And now I'm going to update you on exactly what's been going on since then. For those of you that don't know, NovaOnline is essentially a locale. And NovaOnline never became famous for his talent. He essentially became famous or infamous for being awkward and an easy target for trolls. And a video that was a catalyst to his career was a Wingstop food review.
Trying Wingstop for the first time. Cajun seasoned fries. Okay. Mildly spicy, but nothing that I can't bear. These are actually pretty decent. 8 out of 10. Mango habanero wings. Okay, these are very, very spicy. Oh, wow. They're very spicy, but they're still pretty good. 7 out of 10. Dr. Pepper always slaps. 10 out of 10. Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper wings are absolutely stunning. They're amazing. 9 out of 10. Garlic Parmesan tenders. Really good. 8 out of 10.
From there, for Nova, it was just harmless, more food reviews, him just being Nova, until darker things started to emerge. There would be leaks of Nova wearing diapers in a Discord where he said, hoping for a wet night again. On one extremely inappropriate image, he can be seen saying, I love being a baby for my mistress, wearing my diapers and using them like a good baby should. And then emerged a deeply disturbing video of him role-playing allegedly with a minor.
Twinkle, twinkle, will die. How I wonder where you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, will die. How I wonder what you are.
You did so great.
Aww.
I love your singing voice.
Nova would deny any allegations, but admit to age regression. Consequences from this involved him getting banned from TikTok, church, and even a bar where he was doing karaoke. But this wouldn't stop Nova because he would continue to make more TikTok accounts, Discord servers, and even start doing cameos. And that brings us to today, where he's losing jobs, nuking servers, having family meltdowns, and even threatened to start an OnlyFans. Nova seems to have this strange cycle with getting jobs where he gets hired and then it's just chaos, and then he's fired and then blames the trolls and then has a meltdown where he rages about nobody willing to hire him.
I've been trying to get a real job, but no one wants to hire me! Now, if you don't want me calling you all the R word, I suggest you stop.
Now, Nova does have some control over this because in some situations he's even doxed where he works at, and essentially that's how he loses his jobs in the first place, because he can't quit making content or streaming at the job that he's at. And instead of not doing all of that, he just cries about it in TikToks that he makes.
Well, another job interview and another job I didn't get accepted for. What the am I doing wrong? No one wants to hire me, and I've been unemployed for damn near 6 months.
And again, the issue isn't that he's worthless or anything like that. It's just that he's too consumed by making content that he can't see that he shouldn't be doxing himself. It's, yes, the trolls are affecting him, but also he plays a part in it too by revealing where he is. And not to mention his past isn't exactly squeaky clean. So I'm sure some of these people that he's applying to are seeing that and not hiring him for that reason. But he does show that he is applying for jobs and actively trying to get a job, so that's good.
Okay, I am sick and tired of these comments showing up on every single video I post when I am actively looking for a job, but nobody wants to hire me. So, I've had it. I'm going to show you proof that I'm actually applying for jobs. First up, bakery assistant. They viewed my application, never heard back. Also, cook at a Mexican restaurant. Applied. They probably hit delete on my application before they even viewed it. Next up, line cook at a local bar. They viewed my application, yet I haven't heard back. Hotel housekeeper at a local hotel. They never viewed my application. Even Taco Bell hasn't even gotten back to me yet. And as you can see, these were all applied for within the last week. So stop with the get a job comments, because I'm actively working on it.
Now, I'm not sure if hotel housekeeping is exactly the right job for Nova, considering his room looks like this, but he's out there trying and he's willing to do whatever it takes, it seems. Or at least he's taken the steps to get a job. And he doesn't even really have to quit making content. He just has to not show where he works. Like, it's that easy. And it seems the trolls are even getting him locked into some fake job offerings, where he would make a post saying, "The job offer I got was a set from my biggest trolls. To whoever did this to me, F off. This is the worst trolling experience I've ever had." Nova finally landed himself a job and posted a video talking about it, about how excited he was because he thought that he might be getting this job.
Hey 18 plus fans. So I think I may have scored myself a new job, finally. I just had an interview today. It went super well, and so well that the manager asked for my phone number, my personal one, and yeah, I think I've got a good choice at it, y'all. This is unbelievable. After 5 months in the gutter, finally, your boy's becoming employed again. Finally.
And he did get the job, but just 2 weeks later, there was a tweet that was released where allegedly Nova had 17 jobs last year, and he was trying for 5 months to get a job and got one. But after only 2 weeks, he got fired. And essentially with every fire would come a meltdown video where Nova would record himself expressing his anger. People would ask, "Why did you even get fired?" He would say, "It wasn't a good fit for me." One person would comment and say it probably actually wasn't though, given that they wanted him to actually work and not make TikToks. I could see how that would be a good fit for him. And essentially Nova would never blame himself, always blame the trolls for doxing him, calling his workplace, doing prank phone calls, and it was never Nova's actions. And so TikTok became his only career. And then all of a sudden when US started talking about the TikTok ban, hinting at it, he would freak out.
Well guys, this is it. If you're an American and seeing this may very well be the last TikTok you're seeing from me. If my VPN strategy does not work out, then it's game over for me unless I find a second job. I'm really struggling. Not even McDonald's wants to hire me. Nobody wants to Don't crash out, Nova. Do not crash out on your last video. That's what job withdrawal does to me. I've been going a month and a half without a job, and I'm sick of it! Anyways, if you guys want to still see my content, go to my YouTube, go to my Xiaohongshu. I'm gonna stop this video before I crash out again. Nova Universe, signing off.
Nova would make a post saying, "I wonder if I'm even worth anything. No job wants to hire me. I might be losing my only effing source of income on the 5th. And generally, I'm just about to give up." And ever since his Wingstop review video going viral, he's been trying to reach those views again, where he would continue to post videos of him eating food, allegedly spending $30 to $40 on DoorDash just so he could film himself eating it. But the question is, how was he affording this if he wasn't even working?
Finally has toasted sandwiches. And today we're going to be trying the ultimate Italian. So we're going to open this up. Let's try it out. Bon appetit. Reminds me of the BMT from Subway, but this one has a lot better bread and fresher ingredients. Although I do think it needs a little bit more cheese in it. Trying an Indian-style lamb wrap from a local Indian restaurant in my area. This costs about $20, and it comes with fries. Let's go ahead and try the fry first. They used the ultimate crisp from Cisco. This is absolutely amazing. Now up next, let's go ahead and try the lamb wrap. It kind of reminds me of a shawarma. Bon appetit. It's so good.
I love how he says bone appetit. And probably one of my favorite food reviews that he's done recently is his reviews over the Feastable items that they've just released.
Trying the 2 new Feastables items that Mr. Beast just released. The Sour Strike Gummies and the Chocolate Milk. But let's try the Sour Strike Gummies. First up, we've got blue raspberry. Then we got strawberry, green apple, and I think this one's watermelon. They're all really tasty, and they taste very natural, and I like that they don't have any red 40 in it. And now let's try the chocolate milk. Let's try out this chocolate milk. It's alright. Yeah, I would get this again. I'll give the chocolate milk an 8.5 out of 10, while I give the Sour Strikes the same score. NovaOnline Universe, signing off.
8.5 is pretty crazy for something being all right. He also seems to be obsessed with flavored water bottles.
We've tried Circle. We've tried Sela. Now, let's try Air Up. Out of price, this one was the most expensive at $40. Observing the bottle, this feels very well built, but it doesn't like feel like it's the same quality as Circle. It came with 5 pods, and I think I am going to do the peach first. Let's add our water. Now let's stick the straw back into the bottle. Now let's open the peach pod. We'll have to activate, and let's try it out. Daibocha. Honestly, yeah. I think it is safe to say Arup is a scam.
And viewers calculated that he allegedly spent over $300 a month on these flavored pods. At one point, Nova decided that he was going to try creating cooking content, to which he would expose his living condition in the kitchen.
Attempting to make the perfect fried egg. Part 1. First, coat the pan with some oil. Alright, now we're going to break an egg. Look at that. Beautiful crack. And now, all an egg needs is a simple salt and pepper. I think the yolk broke. Oh no. This attempt was a fail. We're gonna try again tomorrow. Let's make pink pineapple sweet and sour chicken. This is gonna be one of the most flavorful recipes I will ever make. I'm gonna go ahead, season the wok with a little bit of avocado oil. Alright, we're gonna now go ahead and add our chicken to our wok. Now we're gonna season the chicken with a little bit of seasoning salt. And for the spicy, we're gonna add a little bit of sambal. When your chicken is nearly done, throw in some pink pineapple from a previous video. Now it's time to add Uncle Roger's favorite ingredient. Not too much, just like a little sprinkle, maybe about 2 teaspoons-ish. You can't see it on camera, but there is a lot of wok coming up. And now you would normally serve this with rice, but it is currently 9:30 in the morning, and I don't feel like cooking rice right now. Perfectly cooked. Really good. Definitely make this. NovaOnline Universe, signing off.
Nova would go on to ask his audience, do you guys want more food reviews or cooking videos? While I'm sure some of them are there for the food reviews or the cooking content, I'm sure that most of them are just there to laugh at them, because that's essentially what people use locales for. And as it's been foreshadowed, Nova's living conditions are not that great, where he leaves basically what looks like a landfill of trash lying around in his rooms and on the kitchen. And looking at his floor, you can tell there's just a bunch of stains, like he's just spilled and left stuff laying there for a very long time and never vacuumed it or tried cleaning out the stains. And also, I want to point out that some people would find this bookshelf to be art. So, I mean, it kind of looks cool. It's not the worst thing. And so he must have been seeing all these videos that people were posting about his house being dirty, and he took it as an opportunity to start a house cleaning saga.
This is part 8 to the house cleaning saga. May have noticed it in the opening shot. This 33-gallon bag, all garbage. I'm swiveling on my mount so I don't have to take it off the charge, because I got a interview call coming in soon. But you may have seen in previous videos where all this shit was cluttered right here. That shit is gone. A lot of it was garbage. And I also moved that pink tote over there. And also moved a lot of boxes here. And I can finally touch the TV stand. It's dusty. It needs a little bit of a dusting. And before you comment about the little stuff on the couch, that's going to be cleaned off camera. Definitely one of the bigger house cleaning saga videos that I have done, and I appreciate all the support. NovaOnline Universe, signing off.
But I would like to point out that at one point it was so bad, and we've seen how bad it was, but he literally used a shovel to clean out the trash in his room.
This is why I always stream on Wednesday afternoons.
Nova would quit this saga pretty quickly, even dubbing himself as the guy who failed the cleaning saga.
Y'all know me as the food review guy, the karaoke guy, the guy that tried to do a house cleaning saga but kind of failed on that and is now cleaning his room at his own pace.
So mountains of trash began to pile up once again, and that brings us back to the irony that he applied for a hotel housekeeping job. But who knows, maybe the job would have put him into the habit of cleaning and he would have ended up cleaning his house. So who knows? Or maybe it would have just lasted as long as his cleaning saga did. And so Nova decided to try to brand himself as a fitness influencer by creating fitness content. And so he would upload videos of himself with some kind of motivational music behind it and record himself working out. But Nova would quickly be criticized for how he was working out, people criticizing his form, saying he wasn't working out properly. Someone in the comments would say, annoys me how he just stands around and doesn't put in any significant work. Nova knows his form is wrong and he doesn't fix it. He's putting so much money into an Anytime Fitness membership just to do nothing, and it makes me mad. Now, I'm not sure if Nova knows that he's performing some of these exercises wrong, but at least he's in the gym, I guess, because we all got to start somewhere. But it's hard to tell if he's just doing this to try to become a fitness influencer or if he's actually doing this to actually be healthy, and I would probably guess the latter, because if he was really trying, then he would probably look up how to actually perform some of these workouts properly. Nova would even live stream himself working out sometimes, to which he would get trolls into his chat, and that would make Nova mad.
Try decreasing 100 pounds, dip fuck.
Excuse me? Could you clean up your language, please?
And yes, that was somebody getting on to Nova for cussing at the gym. And apparently the staff even got on to him for this, to which he would just frame it as the haters were trolling him. Meanwhile, his lifestyle didn't change at all while he was working out. He was still ordering DoorDash, getting the flavored water, and his home was filled with trash. And predictably, the fitness arc didn't last very long. At one point, Nova even pivoted to becoming an entrepreneur, where he would sell bracelets called Nova Cord. This is what the bracelets would look like, and even come in different colors.
Tori placed a NovaCord paracord order. Let's ship it out. You ordered 2 bracelets, two-tone bracelets. You ordered a blue and beige, which honestly, I really like this one. And you also ordered a hot pink and beige. This one is definitely the best looking one. I also got some new shipping materials, so I'm going to be showing you which ones I got. Let's go ahead and get one of our teal bubble mailers because, let's be honest, it's more fun than receiving a bland old white package, right? This is going to be the last NovaCord order without a business card. I've got some business cards on the way from Vistaprint. This is going to be very exciting. And since your order got picked to be filmed, I'm throwing in an extra set of paracord and an extra clip so you can learn how to make your own bracelet. Alright, Tori, your order's on the way. If you want to place a NovaCord paracord order, go ahead and send me an email with what colors you would like. Novine Universe, signing off.
And like you heard in the video, he ordered business cards, so he was taking this very serious.
Ladies and gentlemen, my new business cards just arrived in the mail. And let me tell you, I love the way these things turned out. They look absolutely perfect. They got the NovaCord logo, a little message from me, my business email, and with every NovaCord order, I'm going to be signing business cards. Now, this is just a prototype signature, but it's a lot better than that squiggle that I called a signature. And I just wanted to let you know also, these are a couple color combos you can get on the Paracord shop. Honestly, I love this dark emerald green. It reminds me of the Wizard of Oz, and this thing is absolutely cool. Got a shit ton more paracord that I can do with, though. So if you want to order your very own NovaCord bracelet, keychain, mystery paracord bracelet, a build your own paracord bracelet, go ahead, shoot me an email with what you would like, and I'll get to it right away. Novine Universe, signing off.
But unfortunately for Nova, nobody bought these because they were overpriced, low quality, and well, his reputation was not that great, so who was going to buy from him? And so within weeks, he admitted to losing money, and like every other saga he's tried, he ended this one as well. And so with the failure of his paracord bracelets, he started to do a Cameo business. For $20 a video, you could pay the diaper mod himself to talk to you. And for those of you that don't know, a Cameo is a video that are personalized video messages purchased through the Cameo platform, where users can pay celebrities and other public figures to create custom content like birthday wishes, congratulations, or inspirational messages. But I think most of us know what that is, right? But just in case.
Whew. Sneeze just in time. Anyways, what's going on, Ryan? It's St. Novacad Dream. Wanted to wish you a very happy 19th birthday, and I hope you have had or having an amazing one so far. Also, I heard you're in the furry community, And here's something I want to say. Don't let the 1% of the bad apples of the furry community affect who you really are. Because most of them are really nice. It's just those 1% that are really bad. And hey, anyways, thank you for being a fan despite everything I'm going through in life. It does truly mean a lot to me, and I do appreciate it. Anyways, once again, happy birthday. Hey, Nova Kadri, signing off.
But there were some boundaries that Nova felt that he had to set in order to do some of these cameos, and that was that he wasn't going to say any Gen Alpha slang because he thought it wasn't cool.
Basically, I won't say anything along the lines of the accusations. I won't say any Gen Alpha terms such as skibbity, sigma, like all that. I saying skibbity and Cameo. Like, I will literally message the seller and be like, hey, can I leave the skibbity part out because I hate Gen Alpha.
Meanwhile, Nova would state that he was being overwhelmed with Cameo requests. He would make a post saying, for those waiting for a Cameo, I have 16 pending requests right now, as I've been in high demand as of late. But the reality of it was that trolls were just baiting him. Eventually, reviews would come in of his cameos and some would be negative, to which Nova would lash out at the buyers. Nova would say, why did you rate my video 1 star? I'm sorry, I left a review as to why. I'm just scared bad reviews will affect my Cameo rate. Aw, that's understandable. I think I have a proposal if you would like to hear it. I can gladly redo it if you wish. I would greatly appreciate that. I just wish you were more expressive. And in one cameo, he even tried lecturing someone to stay away from Leslie Clark and Tofia Chu.
What's going on, Allie? It's Nova Kadri, and I wanted to wish you a very happy 18th birthday, and I hope you have had her having an amazing one so far. Also, I heard you like Leslie and Tofia. A little thing about them, they're both and it's been proven, so yeah, maybe don't interact with their content, just a little FYI. But hey, anyways, thank you for being a fan despite everything I'm going through in life. It truly means a lot.
And the irony of that is Nova himself has also done some pretty bad things. Out of all the hustles that Nova has done, TikTok Creator Fund has always really been his bread and butter, even though he probably wasn't really making that much. He was making something, and it was better than nothing for him. But disaster came when he lost his TikTok monetization.
So, as many of you know, I got removed from the Creator Fund a few days ago. This is an announcement regarding the future of my TikTok page and basically what you should see on this month from here on out. Basically, a lot of my higher effort videos were posted on here because they take more time to make, they get more views, and I got paid for them. However, that's not possible anymore. So this month, expect a lot of Novacord related videos and more lower effort food reviews. So the higher end food reviews will be posted on my YouTube channel, which is the NovaOnline universe. So you can see that on my solo. Also, I'm going to be doing more Novacord live streams to promote the paracord business. I actually ended up selling 6 bracelets within the span of a few days, which is actually incredible. So, guys, TikTok thinks they can phase me. They cannot. NovaOnline universe, signing off.
He would also make a post saying, I just lost my last effing source of income. Maybe I should just F my effing life. And from this, Nova would panic and decide to go live on YouTube in order to try to save his career, and he would get swarmed by trolls, where they would essentially spam chat until Nova crashed out.
How the f I mute chat on YouTube? They're spamming the fuck out of it. Motherfucker. YouTube chat's out of control. Take that, YouTube.
Nova losing his TikTok monetization even triggered him to the point where he was talking about starting an OF account, framing it as his last resort.
TikTok removed me from the Creator Fund. Also, about that OnlyFans thing you gave me the idea, I'm actually seriously considering it. I'm at my last resort.
And at one point, he even teased feet pics that were coming next week.
If you want to really see my feet, I'm launching an OF soon. OF, I'd say maybe within the next week, I'd be sharing my feet pics.
And then out of nowhere, Nova seemed to gain a fixation for Belgium. He would post rants about wanting to move there because he was tired of the US government. Where in one post he says, F my life. I can't even look at myself and not want to throw up. I'm so effing sick and tired of my life and the effing way our government treats us. I hate it here. I'm moving to Belgium the second I can afford it. He would even crown himself as a Belgium advocate.
Hey all my 18 plus and Eurovision fans, so I'm glad San Marino qualified, but I am pissed Belgium didn't qualify. As you know, I'm a huge Belgium advocate. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm not sure how bad their song was, but because I missed Eurovision today, but I've always got Thursday.
On his LinkedIn profile, he would put America, but I wish I was Belgian, where he would write something in Dutch, which translates to just a TikToker who is pooping too much. K3 is my inspiration. And people were really curious as to why he was choosing Belgium. And it turns out that in Belgium, the age of consent for inappropriate acts is generally 16 years old. However, there's a narrow exception for inappropriate development between peers, where teenagers between 14 and 16 can consent to inappropriate acts if the age difference between them is no more than 3 years. And this isn't just some kind of random suspicion, because if you know anything about Nova, you know he has a well-documented history of inappropriate attractions to minors, allegedly. If Nova's addicted to anything besides TikTok and door dashing, it's creating Discord servers. On May 24th, 2025, Nova would start a new Discord server despite his old servers getting nuked, raided, and overrun with minors. He couldn't help but make another Discord claiming it was for paracord business.
Another big announcement about NovaCord is coming soon, and the relaunch of the Discord server is coming soon. And this time, it's 18 plus. So I know nothing's bad's gonna happen to it. Guys, we've got a paracord Discord open now. I'm gonna send over the link. Hey, we're gonna have an interview of new members come in.
Already?
Yeah, I'm about to share the link to the YouTube stream.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, permanent invite link in the rules. You still on the call?
Yep.
Alright. For those who don't know, my helper is on the call right with me right now. He helped set up the whole server and everything, and he's also gonna help organize orders. Well, there you go, guys. That's the link to the Discord.
And of course, given Nova's past history and reputation, people were questioning his intentions, with one commenter saying they are not going to use that Discord for paracords, and another saying he had a kick stream on call with people in the paracord Discord. I was there. It was anything but paracords. This is at least the 4th time he's done this using Discord to lure children. But Nova promised a strict age restriction, saying you're not allowed if you're 16.
No, you're not allowed to join if you're 16. Server's strictly 18 plus.
But instead of actually using Discord's age restriction process, he just created some kind of honor system where it was just basically like a pinky promise saying you were of age.
ID verification is very complicated. It's like an honor system in the server, but if you if you are suspected to be underage, you will have to ID verify. Kind of like what some 18 plus servers I used to join did. Back when I first turned 18, you had to verify by ID or else you'd be banned from the server.
So why not just do that in the first place? Why not just have people verify their age before they join? People would say, I joined it, then got banned. And there is, surprise, surprise, no age verification. It's a bot that makes you do a CAPTCHA and checks whatever age you put in your Discord. That's it. You can just lie. And one user on X would take a screenshot of a 17-year-old that was part of the Discord. Someone would also say, one of the mods here is only 15. The server rules clearly state you have to be above 18, but you gave a child moderator for singing in voice chat. Another screenshot would emerge where one person would say, you suck at living, bro, you're 14. Bro, I'm 15, not 14. Bro, you're 14. And then it would quickly devolve into Nova begging for money, where someone in the Discord would say, sorry to ping, but this is urgent. Nova needs $900 by Friday. On Reddit, they would make a post saying, in the past 12 hours, Nova has asked for $900 on his Discord server to pay for his house's rent. His mom asked him for money because her social security check hasn't come in on time to pay the rent. We believe he has lost his job a few days ago, as he has made a post referring to him being back to stage 1. Nova would also make posts saying, I need $900 to give my mom tomorrow, and I don't even have $100 to give her. I need it by Friday. She's charging me rent while she waits for her social security to get approved. And when that didn't work, he would commit to what some people would call suiciding, where he would say, I want to effing die sometimes, ISTG. It would be alleged that even his mom disapproved of him panhandling online, with him saying, and now my mom is effing mad at me. And in one of the live streams, it was spotted that he was still buying diapers even though he couldn't afford rent. But all wasn't lost for Nova, with one person willing to give Nova $300. And then he would allegedly milk, as some of the community members would say, a minor car accident that occurred, where he would say, we think it's their fault. They were making a Yui and we were in their blind spot. It It would go on to show pictures of his car. And as you can see, there is a dent there. And in Discord, someone would say, did you plan on streaming today or something? I feel like it would clear the air and people would probably donate too. Maybe people would pity donate because of a car wreck. I hope so. Your luck has been so bad recently. Since the incident, if you know, you know. May 27th, 2025, trolls would hack Nova's Discord, to which they would spam a topless picture of Nova, as well as saying, get nuked, fat P word, and then change all the Discord slots to fat P get hacked.
Oh no, not the server! The server got nuked! The server! No!
Afterwards, his phone number was doxed to where he got spam calls nonstop. In Discord, he would say, F my real number got leaked somewhere. My real number is getting calls. The next day, he would rage quit on YouTube, saying that he would never make a Discord server again.
No, I'm not making a new server.
People in the YT live chat continued to troll him and criticize allowing Locked, who was a minor, to be a moderator, and the usage of Pound Town as mods, and him have been saying they'd send people to Pound Town regardless if they were a minor or not, resulting in a Nova rage quitting the stream and ending it. And that kind of leads us to Nova's cycle, his continuation of always making Discord servers, where even in the caption of a video said, just wait until rent is due again next month. So essentially what Nova does is he launches a Discord server, gets in miners, starts begging, meltdown and hack, and then repeat. So he gets hacked and then it just cycles again. And in recent developments, Nova's life hasn't been any calmer, where a few months ago someone fake called the police claiming he was holding his nephew hostage, to which Nova would get swatted. Nova would describe the swatting through text. Hey, I took some time to cool off. How are you? What happened with the swatting stuff? It's complicated. What does complicated mean? What happened? So someone said I was holding a nephew hostage. Then what happened? They put me in handcuffs and the cruiser and everything. Then they searched the whole house, and after they found out it was a SWAT attempt, they decided to question me on who might have done this. Blank also helping me. How many cops were actually there? About 10, plus 2 at each end of the road. Did they kick down the door and everything? Nope, they came out on my own accord. That's wild. Did they ask you any other stuff? They asked what I did during my day, and they wanted to check my call logs as well. Anything else happened? Nope, that's all I can remember. Definitely traumatizing. And they all really had rifles on you and everything. Not all of them, just a couple, but all cops had some form of rifle on them just in case. How's your mom feeling about everything? She said the cops were really rude. I personally didn't think so. They were just following orders. They were hella chill for a swatting. Hella chill when you're traumatized, LMAO. I was traumatized from being in the handcuffs. I deadass thought I was being arrested. Yeah, I bet they literally put you in the car. And not to mention the handcuffs left marks on me. They put them on me a little too tight. That doesn't sound like bring back memories from when you attempted by squeezing your wrist, right? I'm sorry if it does. No, it doesn't, because it wasn't the exact spot it happened. In recent TikToks, Nova expresses how he feels totally alone because even his family hates him. Where Nova says, F my life, even some of my family hates me, ATP. I barely have anyone to rely on. And anyone that knows Nova's backstory knows that, well, he hasn't got along with his family and has even broadcast this to the public.
I'm f***ing my f***ing uncle! I miss what my uncle said, and then he went on for a full-on f***ing rant! I'm f***ing done! Okay, you little cunt! Yes, I said that! Mother. I don't even know what the f*** I'm saying. No, I'm not.
And unfortunately, that same uncle that he was getting angry at has passed away as of July 9th, 2025. And this was possibly one of the only people that was trying to hold Nova accountable. Where allegedly in some text messages, his uncle would say, most of this I had no knowledge of, and if my brother were alive, he would have been on top of it and made his life miserable. Carrie is a I don't see it so it doesn't happen type. My respect for her is less than 0. She's not answering my calls or messages, so again, she doesn't see it. A useless parent, she also lives on the internet, so good luck. I spent days and vacations and concerts, car shows, monster truck shows. I've taught him basic survival, you name it, everything my brother wasn't into. So no, I and my mom, before she passed, went out of our way to reach him, show him, raise him. So I guess I'm a bad uncle for trying. But no matter what the TikTok tells him, he is who he can be, and it's all okay. Personally, I'd give him a good old-fashioned trip out behind the garage and bust his butt until he never wanted to see a computer or iPhone ever. We tried, but when you have irresponsible parents undoing everything positive by not backing us up, I said it before, mom too were fighting a losing battle by not being backed up in our efforts. And now there's nothing I can do to prevent it, stop any of this. I told the officer I'm the only person that he had a healthy respect for. He learned the hard way when he said I won't do anything just before he hit the floor, and I offered him the ability to get up and challenge me again. I hate being pushed to prove myself. Just because I'm a peaceful man doesn't mean I'm one you can push around or threaten me. And even till this day, Nova still lives in total denial, where he insists that he did not do any of the alleged things that have been said about him. F my life, I'm sick of being labeled what I'm not, and I just want to be respected for once. And not too long ago, he said, y'all are about to see my redemption sooner or later. And I don't know if this is what he meant by redemption, but there was a leak on Reddit where all new and released photos and messages of Nova being a baby. And throughout these pictures, you can see Nova dressed in a dress, talking to someone, and I guess trying to look cute, as well as sucking on his binky. In Discord, he would post, had to show my melatonin patch to show you I put it on like a good baby. I think that's a star or food. I'm not sure. He would go on to say, the passy started to make my mouth sore. Will you be mad if my mouth tape or cute sleepy patch falls off in my sleep? I won't, I promise. Not unless you take it off yourself. I want to be a good baby, so I'll leave them on. I don't want to be punished. Are you still awake? Baby can't sleep. Okay, I'm gonna put on some soothing music, and I'll continue to be a good baby throughout the night. He would also show off his pacifier collection, and in the bottom of the picture, he would reveal himself, which of course I had to blur that, but clearly showing his attraction to this kind of stuff. There would also be a leaked Discord call of Nova on the phone with his mom talking about his uncle.
Mom, this is urgent. Urgent. Andy just texted me again.
Yes.
His phone number got leaked, and now he's blaming fucking shaking.
Gabriel, you had nothing to do with
He's gonna get me to do. I'm fucking scared.
Gabriel. She can't have you go to jail for his phone number somehow being okay.
He just sent this word for word. Okay, you pervert, you get my phone off of TikTok before you have an accident. Word for word.
Okay, I can't do anything right where I am right now. Carefully when I get home, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm literally about to fucking talk him down. Like, fucking, like, go at him.
Gabriel, no, don't do anything right now when I get home, okay?
Okay.
Take your pills, okay?
I already did.
And a little bit, okay?
Okay. Okay. I love you too, bye.
And allegedly, this guy worked with Nova during the infamous French onion soup episode.
Can I get a French onion soup, please?
And it gives you a small little insight of what Nova is like outside of these TikToks.
Alright, this is the story of how I worked with NovaOnline, aka Gabe. Okay, so my first interaction with Gabe was when I went to reapply to Denny's. I basically got my job back in no time. The GEM was too lazy to delete my information anyway. So I see him, and he's got his hair tied back, you know, big belly. First time I ever see him. I never heard of him online before. And I work a couple shifts, and I realized that he's just a weird kid, and he would play weird brain rot TikTok music in the kitchen over everyone else's music. He would consistently ask everyone, guess what? And then you would say what, and he'd say these nuts. Pretty annoying. He was a prep cook, and in terms of his performance, it would be what you expect. He chose to hand slice every single tomato instead of using the slicer. He used wrong mixing containers to contain things, and never cleaned up his kitchen and put a lot of labor on the dishwasher. So the one time I wanted to deck this kid in the face was the day the water pipes broke, if you know me, you may know the story. And I've been working almost 10 hours at this point. And I'm trying to fix the mop room. I'm trying to clean it up. And this dude comes in here asking me to mop up a leaking water pipe. And I told him, bro, it's your workstation. It's your responsibility to clean this shit up. Like, it's the cook's responsibility to sweep their line. It's the dishwasher's responsibility to sweep their fucking dish pit. It's a prep cook's responsibility to mop up the water coming from the sink. Even if it's not your fault, you still gotta do it. And he just turns around, walks away, and says, thanks for the fucking help. Or, he said it in this voice, thanks for the fucking help. I just wanted to run up and punch the back of his head so bad, but I had to keep my job. I was running 2 jobs at that time, I think. Around that time, I think I had quit my other job. But yeah, that's my experience working with Nova. 1 out of 10 experience.
But the question is, will he just continue the same cycle, continuing to do the same old things? Let me know what you think about the whole thing in the comments down below, if Nova will actually change or if he's just going to stay the same old self. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching this far into the video. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.